मा श्री मा जय जय मा। ॐ मा श्री मा जय जय मा। ॐ मा श्री मा जय जय मा। ॐ मा श्री मा जय जय मा। Keep your eyes closed.
धीर सहज समाहि बिभ्रति हेमकान्ति नयन सरसिजाभ्यां स्नेहराशि मनसि कलितभावे भक्तमानन्दयान्ति स्मितजित शरदिन्दु मातरं धीमहि तपना सकलकल्पा कल्पवृक्षोपमानं शरणागत जनानां तारकं क्लेशपाशान् हृदय कमलमध्ये स्थापयित्वेह विहित विविधा कल्पा पादपीठं जय हृदय वासिनी सुधा सनातनी श्री आनन्दमयी उमा भुवन उजाला जलनी निर्मला पुण्य विस्तारिणी मा राज राजेश्वरी सहसा गौरी रणवरूपिणी मा उमा सोमा सोमतारा सदा मनोहरा पुण्य परा मा उमार विश्वसी कुंडला महाबोम कुंतला विश्वरूपिणी मा उमा ऐश्वर्य भातिमा माधुर्य प्रतिमा महिमा मण्डिता मा उमा रमा मनोरमा शान्ति शान्ता क्षमा सर्वदेवमयी मा उमा सुखदा वरदा भगवती ज्ञान अखिल व्यापिका मा सगुणा स्वरूपा निर्गुणा निरूपा महाभावमयी मा मूर्ख जरा जरा रहि निरंतर तब गुण मधुरिमा मोरा मिले प्राणे प्राणे प्रणामी चरणे जय 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 मा मोरा मिले प्राणे प्राणे माघ प्रणामी चरणे जय 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 मा मोरा मिले प्राणे प्राणे प्रणामी चरणे जय 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 मा डाको मामा 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 डाको मामा 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 डाको मामा 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 একবার মামা বলো রে মামা বলো রে শিশুর মতো কেঁদে কেঁদে মামা বলো রে শিশুর মতো কেঁদে কেঁদে মামা বলো রে মাঝে কোলে তুলে নাই রে কোলে তুলে নাই রে আকুল প্রাণে মা বলিলে কোলে তুলে নাই রে আকুল প্রাণে মা বলিলে কোলে তুলে নাই রে আমার আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দের প্রতিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দের প্রতিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দ মহিমা আনন্দ মহিমা তার দয়ার নাই সীমা আনন্দ মহিমা তার নাই সীমা আনন্দ মহিমা জয় জয় মা 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 জয় জয় মা
Let's close our eyes for 2 minutes. 2 मिनट के लिए आंखें बंद कर लेते हैं.
गुरु कृपा हि केवलम् गुरु कृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम् गुरु कृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम् गुरु कृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम् गुरु कृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम् गुरुकृपा हि केवलम् मातृकृपा हि केवलम्। Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, everyone else, everybody here. An auspicious welcome to our weekly Matri Satsang. I hope the week went blissful, the week went meaningful, the thought of our Ishta and our Guru, and we were involved in productive karma. So the video right now we are going to see as Ma's Darshan is a very special video. Maybe some of you all were even here present. This video is from the year 1981, from the Janmotsav, Ma's Janmotsav in 1981. She is sitting here in Kankhal Ashram in the Shankaracharya Hall. Those who have not been to the Kankhal Ashram, there is a huge hall where Adi Shankaracharya's image is placed, along with are embossed in stone the four main Shankaracharya's Pithas, Sringeri, Puri, Dwarka. These are embossed. That hall is a very historic hall because there, after Ma left her body, her sacred vessel, her sacred body was kept there for darshan. And in that hall, in Ma's presence, so many Nam Sankirtanas happened. So many Ashtaprahar, that is 24-hour Harinam Sankirtan happened. So many Durga Pujas took place there in Ma's presence and whatnot. So here it is 1981 during Ma's Janmotsav, and you will see the hall is full. It's full of devotees, sannyasis, brahmacharinis, mahatmas, and Gita Sri Chavi Bandhopadhyay herself is here, and Ma is singing Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Let's immerse ourselves. Just think that we are all transported there and have Ma's darshan and sing along with Ma. Jai Ma, Jai Ma.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Haribo! Haribo! Hey. Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna, Ha Krishna, Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Pran Krishna, Pran Krishna. Jai 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 Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. This is a very special video, particularly regarding Chavi Bandhopadhyay. I think at the end you all saw this woman who was mainly singing, sitting down. She was doing pranam to Ma. That was Gita Shri Chabi Bandhopadhyay. This was the last time when she saw Ma in her glorious form in her body. 1981, August. Then she left. And then she came when Ma left her body. It was a very significant time. As we can see here, with Ma's physical features, she does not looks very perfect in sense health-wise. But as in our last satsang, we heard from Swami Chidananda, Desh Kal Rahit, Samay Rahit. When she was singing, it was not her body, it was that divinity, the manifest divinity which was singing, that power. This time, those who were present in Kankal or around, my mother had told, visibly Ma was not very well. Though medical wise, no one could diagnose what has actually happened. So there was no diagnosis whatsoever. But looking at Ma, she never looked very well. But one can see the transfer of energy and power when she's singing. And the way, I always have seen the way, she's like, she's asking, with her gestures, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna. She's asking, sing, sing. And I always say she is the divine orchestrator. It's very beautiful when she's doing her hands like this, just like an orchestra man, a person does. So she was the divine musician orchestrating everything. And isn't she still? It is only she who's like this, orchestrating our lives like this. So doing pranam, and I feel blessed to have known those people who have seen this amazing Leela of Ma singing, and all they being part of it. So, continuing our journey of Ma's Darshan, narratives of those who had Matri Darshan. Sarojini Naidu. We all know Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. I don't know how many of you know Sarojini Naidu herself belonged to a elite class Bengali family. Later on, she was married Naidu family. So Ma went to visit. Sarojini Naidu invited Ma to her house in Lucknow. And Ma was with Dr. Bitika Mukherjee. So this incident is taken from the book of Bitika Mukherjee, a biography of Ma. So Sarojini Naidu's daughter was there. And as usual, Ma was very fond of nature. Ma was very fond of flowers and nature. So Ma saw it was a beautiful garden, and Ma asked Naidu that, oh, can this body go and see the garden? And she said, yes, Ma, yes, Ma. So Sarojini Naidu's daughter, she was very intrigued. Who is this lady? This very simple lady in white, with very childlike, mannerisms. not so formal. Here is Sarojini Naidu, the governor, the Sarojini Naidu, the freedom fighter, and she is not even concerned about the Sarojini Naidu. Who is this lady? So she asked Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu, renowned as the Nightingale of India, was a celebrated poet, freedom fighter, and the first Indian woman to serve as the president of the Indian National Congress. Despite her deeply political life, she possessed a profound spiritual sensitivity that drew her into a close, affectionate bond with Anandamayi Ma. She deeply revered Ma, not just as a saint, but as the very embodiment of India's spiritual perfection. A devotion beautifully reflected in the description she passed down to her daughter. So when Sarojini Naidu's daughter, in a very fascinating way, mother, who is that lady? Who is she? You are giving so much importance. Khushbu, can you kindly, yeah. Sarojini Naidu pointed towards Ma and said, she is the quintessence of the spirit of India. She is the tuning fork, a touchstone, the ultimate criterion for distinguishing between what is our tradition and what is not. She is just perfect as she is. It is only possible in India to experience perfection personified. As told by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu to her daughter, Mrs. Leela Naidu, when asked about who Anandamayi Ma was. This is from the book My Days with Sri Ma Anandamayi by Dr. Vidika Mukherjee. This particular book, My Days with Sri Anandamayi by Vidika Mukherjee, is one of the most beautiful books of very personal narrative, and particularly in this one finds a great deal of Ma's Leelas which happened in Kalyanvan and Kishanpur Ashram, because Dr. Vidika Mukherjee and her family were one of the oldest devotees of Ma. There are descriptions in this book of they playing with Baba Bholanath and Ma in Kishanpur Ashram. So how beautiful that Sarojini Naidu, and somebody, I don't think somebody who is not into sadhana can really be able to give such a beautiful description of Ma. So it would be very interesting for you all to know that what Ma told about these freedom fighters or these people who dedicated their lives to the nation. She once told that all these men and women who just gave up their life for nation or fighting for nation, they all were great sadhakas. They all were great rishimunis, sadhikas, in many of their previous lives. And the only motive of their sadhana was that they wanted to serve God in the form of their Matri Bhumi. And that's why they came again in this birth. So how beautiful, reading this quotation that is, she is just perfect as she is. I recall what Swami Shivananda Saraswati, a Divine Life Society, said about Ma. She said was, Ma is the most developed flower which the land of India has ever produced. The most developed flower. And still, we all are enjoying the fragrance of that magnanimously beautiful flower, and its fragrance spreads bliss everywhere. Raymond. Now here, a question to all present. Anyone among here who believes in astrology, astrological charts, astrology?
Well, I'll be honest. There was a lot of interest in astrology when I was growing up in my home. But exactly this happened. Once my interest in Thakur developed, this completely faded and became irrelevant. Then there was no more dabbling with astrology, even though I'd grown up listening, a lot of astrologers would come and discussions of horoscopes would go on and all that. But once I came into Thakur's fold, then the desire to even think of that vanished very much as it says.
Yes. Anyone else? My parents were never into astrology. But I recently got intrigued by astrology. And in some cases, as Ma would say, that everybody is correct from their own standpoint. And the point is, we really do not today, or most of the time, get real people, because astrology itself is a sadhana and it's mathematics. We rarely find good astrologers. But it's very interesting that where Guru's grace is there, everything changes. So because of my own experience with astrology in very recent years, it is a science. I believe it to a point, but at the end, I'm like, okay, ma'am, it's up to you. I've heard, I have listened, but it's up to you. So this is something very interesting, which changed it's a very interesting story regarding astrology. Where there is Ma Anandamai, astrology comes to an end. I think where there is Guru's grace, but more, Guru's grace is always there. I feel where there is an absolute sense of Sharanagati, an absolute sense of surrender, there I feel astrology comes to an end. Regarding the case of astrology, an interesting incident was once revealed to the Swami by a senior devotee of Ma Anandamai. A horoscope was cast for this person by a famous Pandit, who predicted that on a particular date, he would meet with a serious accident. The man did not take the horoscope seriously and forgot the matter. One day, as he was traveling from Chandigarh to Delhi by car, it suddenly skidded and went off the road. Before the vehicle overturned and crashed, its door was flung open and the man distinctly felt a firm hand grip his arm and pull him out of the car. He fell by the side of the road and lost consciousness. Quite horror in the horoscope. When he came to himself, he remembered the prediction and found it was indeed that very date. Struck by the coincidence, he took to the horoscope to another astrologer. Without disclosing that it was his own, he asked for a reading on behalf of the person to whom it belonged. The astrologer studied it and made a few calculations, then told him that it was useless to proceed further as the person concerned was dead. The man remonstrated, but the astrologer remained firm. According to his calculations, the person in question had died on the day of the accident. When told by the man that the horoscope was his own, the astrologer remained silent for a few moments. Then he inquired whether his client had a guru. On being told that his spiritual protector and guide was Anandamai Ma, the astrologer smiled. Closing his books, he said, where there is Ma Anandamai, astrology comes to an end. Swami Jnanananda Giri. He is very important, Swami Jnanananda Giri. He used to live very near where Antara is. He used to live on the foothills of Mussoorie. He wrote this fantastic book, Transcendent Journey. So he was a disciple. He was a Swiss Swami from Switzerland, whose life got changed after he read Autobiography of a Yogi. And at the tender age of 17 or 16, he came to India walking from the Swiss Alps. And he found his guru in Dakshineshwar. And then he lived his almost entire life near the mountains of Mussoorie. So he has written quite a lot about Ma in his book, Transcendent Journey. So I think the question here was, do you have a guru? And when we have a guru, but I personally feel it also depends on our Sharanagati, how much we have given ourselves. So now comes very interesting part. So you all can see the blessed, beautiful handprints of Ma herself. एक जो है वो आलता का है, हम लोग बांग्ला में आलता पैर में लगाते हैं, हाथों में भी लगाते हैं, तो आलता का चिन्ह है माँ का. And another Ma is showing her hands, like, see, whatever you wish to see. And I love this quotation of Ma always, Ma hai chinta kiski. In Bengali, Ma achen, kisher chinta. So this is from Gurupriya Didi's diaries. So regarding, we are also talking and introducing Ma's literature. One of the most important primary sources of literature of Ma are Gurupriya Didi's diaries. They are in 16 volumes. Gurupriya Didi, one of Ma's most important associate, Sakhi, you can say, friend, associate, sister, everything. She wrote detailed diaries about Ma's movements and leelas. So reading of Sri Ma's farm on 5th February 1937, as recorded in her diary. Jyotish Dada, that is Jyotish Chandra Rai, whose books we were reading, Bhaiji. Jyotish Dada introduced a gentleman from that house to Ma and said, ये कोई ज्योतिष थे, बहुत बड़े ज्योतिष थे जो कि कैलाश में भी रह चुके हैं, बहुत सिद्ध पुरुष थे, और माँ को लेके हमेशा ये कौतूहल रहा है, आज भी रहा है, आज भी ये लोग में, माँ कौन थी, माँ, मुझे भी लोग पूछते माँ किसकी पूजा करती थी, क्योंकि माँ के हाथ में कभी कभार लड्डू गोपाल या कृष्ण की मूर्ति, तो माँ तो कृष्ण की भक्त थी. तो आई समटाइम्स क्लैरिफाई, ना माँ का कोई आसन है, ना माँ की कोई जपमाला है, ना माँ का कोई पूजा का जगह था, ना माँ कुछ करती थी. So at this is a time when Anandamayi Ma was not even Anandamayi. So obviously there were questions about, who she is. So एक ज्योतिष को माँ से मिलवाया गया. So Jyotish said, he has been to England and is very proficient in astrology. All the people began requesting him to read their palms. The gentleman did pranam to Ma and with her permission began reading her palm. He exclaimed, I have never seen such a palm in my life before. I must have written out 10 or 12,000 horoscopes, and I have read a countless number of palms, but this Chatuhu, Sagari Yoga, that is present in this palm is capable of almost anything at all. I know nothing, but I say little because of my Guru's will. I understand that Ma has the beneficence of 4 planets, and so far only the effect of one planet has begun to manifest. This is 1937. Work worth only a quarter of a rupee has been achieved. What has been done will be nothing compared to what is going to be done in the coming years. The waters will drown everything and rise still higher. Jyotish Dada questioned, how do you see Ma's sadhana? Will it be of any help to the world or not? The astrologer, I'm pretty sure he was laughing. The astrologer replied, what shall I say of sadhana? She is beyond it. Jyotish Dada said, people say she is a worshipper of Kali. The astrologer, Abanish Babu, laughed and declared, Kali will come and worship her. And about being helpful to the world, I can only say that even Chaitanya Dev and others had to put some effort to help the world. But in Ma's case, as I see it, even those deeds do not have to be performed. everything will occur of its own accord, which is called falling from above. In my life, I have seen another hand which appears to match this one. It is the hand of a person who lives near Mansarovar. And as he himself told me, his age is 350 years. But he is a yogi and had to perform yoga to attain his present state. I see that Ma did not have to do even that. I have read about certain markings in books, but I have never seen them on any human hands. Today I have sighted them on Ma's hand. My Guru has said, whosoever has such markings on his hand is beyond the control of the invisible. After making various such comments and after reading the palms of some others, the astrologer spoke about the invisible. He was not like other astrologers and seemed to be enveloped by a strange mood. His readings were quite correct, and he mainly disclosed the natures of people. He is one who performs intense spiritual practices. We heard that he took his image of Shiva with him when he went to England and worshipped the image every day. Later, he took me aside and said, अब ये सीक्रेट बात थी, वो अलग करके ज्योतिष बाबू को ले गया किनारे. Listen, I have never seen Ma before. Yesterday, when I sat down to do puja, I saw Ma. मतलब जब वो अपनी पर्सनल साधना के लिए बैठे, वो माँ को देख रहे थे. I have never seen such a phenomenon before. I have also never seen earlier what I saw on Ma's palm. From the lines that I see on her hand, I'm convinced that she is Brahmavidya herself. I have absolutely no doubts on this score. I am only afraid that she may not retain her body for long. I can see the marking of this disaster looming over your heads. But I am also anxious about the preservation of Ma's body. Therefore, I shall also ask Ma about it. For you all to know, इसी समय माँ की लीला में माँ ने बहुत बार एक चीज उस समय बोला, ये शरीर को तो ना जल ना अग्नि, किसी की समझ नहीं है. This body cannot differentiate between air, fire or land. इस शरीर को अगर तुम लोग रख सको तो रख लो, नहीं तो ये शरीर उड़ती हुई चिड़िया है, उड़ जाएगी. That's why Gurupriya Didi comes here. Gurupriya Didi was always just looking towards Ma. खाना पीना छोड़ के, अपना सब कुछ छोड़ के, she was always like, माँ कहाँ गई, माँ क्या कर रही है. क्योंकि माँ का जो शरीर था, sometimes I feel it was not even a body. It was like, it was a power. It was the magnanimous universal power. And there were four people who mainly were responsible for keeping Ma's body in control. Who were they? हम लोग इसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे हमारे आने वाले सत्संग में. They were Ma's mother, Didi Ma, Muktanand Giriji Maharaj, Ma's husband, Baba Bholanath, Jyotish Chandra Rai, Bhai Ji, Gurupriya Didi. These were the four people who kept Ma's body, the energy, the magnanimous universal energy in her body. Interestingly, before Ma left her body, Ma made sure that they all had left. And this phenomenon is always seen in most such cases when Brahma descends among us. वो 5 भागों में आते हैं. राम के 5 भाग थे, चैतन्य महाप्रभु के 5 भाग थे, माँ के 5 भाग थे, श्री रामकृष्ण परमहंस के भी 5 भाग थे. So they come to hold on to the main body in which the Brahma resides.
5 भाग माने क्या?
Can you please again say? I couldn't listen.
माने क्या? 5 भाग. What do you mean by 5 भाग?
5 भाग मतलब आप कभी शिव मंदिर अगर गए हो तो आप देखोगे कि शिव के साथ और 4 होते हैं. बीच में शिवलिंग, एक तरफ गणेश, एक तरफ पार्वती, एक तरफ नारायण या स्कंद, एक तरफ ब्रह्मा, सूर्य. पंच देवता हम बोलते हैं. सो क्या होता है कि दीज आर ऑल यूनिवर्सल लॉज कि when the Brahma descends, because that is a very kinetic energy, Prakriti, and it's very kinetic, that is governing the entire universe. तो उनको एक शरीर में बांधना, it's just like to put the sun inside, a glass. क्या होगा? वो फट जाएगा, it will just shatter. So you need that kind of a force field to keep the sun inside. So that force field is created by these 4 entities. So वो अपने force से इस बीच में जो ये force है, the main vessel in which that universal power exists, they keep it together. Otherwise, it's impossible to hold on to that power, cosmic power. And this has been the case in most of the cases, be it Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, be it Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, be it Jesus with his apostles, main apostles. ये लीला है, and these are set formats कि इनको पकड़ के रखने के लिए और 4 लोग आते हैं. Those who, जिनको हम लोग बोलते हैं लीला सहचर, या मतलब only they with their own power of sadhana and with their own might can keep them. And माँ ने बोला भी था इन 5 को एक साथ पूजा करने के लिए. That is their photographs together. And for you all to know, Ma had already revealed Baba Bholanath was Shiva himself, as Ma had revealed. Gurupriya Didi was Dhana Lakshmi herself. For Didi Ma, her mother, Ma said she was Jagat Guru. And for Bhaiji, we still need to find, maybe somewhere it's written. So, Jai Ma.
रामकृष्ण परमहंस के सत्संग जो 4 थे, एक तो विवेकानंद होंगे और शारदा माँ हों. और
Vivekanand, we will have to find in Kathamrit. Probably we can guess. It must be written. I think it was Rani Rashmani, because she was the one जिन्होंने आवाहन किया, जिन्होंने सब बनाया. वो अष्ट सखियों में से एक थी. Rani Rashmani could be Thakur's own mother herself. Obviously, Sharda Ma.
actually
Could be Mathur Babu. Could be Mathur Babu.
खुदीराम को विजन आया था कि भगवान उनके.
बिल्कुल खुदीराम को विजन आया था. तो हम लोग एक कर सकते हैं, and that will be interesting thing to get out who were the exact 5. ठाकुर ने भी पंच ब्रह्म के बारे में जरूर कहीं बोला होगा. खुदीराम बाबू, Thakur's own mother, then the most important were Mathur Babu in the Leela. रानी राशमणी, अगर रानी राशमणी ठाकुर को नहीं समझती तो कब का ठाकुर को निकाल दिया गया होता दक्षिणेश्वर से. रानी राशमणी कहीं पे मुझे लगता है इवन हृदय, though he did a lot of scolding and things, but he was there to protect Thakur's body. हृदय उनके जो भांजे थे. And Swami Vivekanand was himself an entity in himself. So I don't know but I think he was, because he was the perfect vessel through which Thakur completed his work.
That's right.
So going to our next segment, that is Ma's Kirtan. Jaya Jaya Ma, Jaya Jaya.
Rama Rama Rama. माँ के सामने बोलबाल हो गया।
आपके सामने बोलना भूल गए, बोलना भूल गए।
राम राम
अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जलशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरोर्मध्ये स्थिता माता मातृमध्ये स्थितो गुरु गुरुर्माता नमस्तेस्तु मातृगुरुं नमाम्यहम्। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलाचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानं शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नमः शिवाय शान्ताय कारणत्रय हेतवे निवेदयामि चात्मानं गतिस्त्वं परमेश्वरः सद्यपातक संहन्त्री सद्यो दुःख विनाशिनी सुखदा मोक्षदा गंगा गंगैव परमागतिः। रामाय रामचन्द्राय रामभद्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। यदक्षरं परिभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् पूर्णं भवतु तत्सर्वं तत्प्रसादान् महेश्वरी। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ। सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते अयेभ्योस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते। बोलिए श्री श्री आनंदमयी माँ की जय। बोलिए दुर्गा माई की जय। बोलिए मुक्तानंद गिरि जी महाराज की जय। बोलिए बाबा भोलानाथ की जय। बोलिए भाई जी की जय। बोलिए धनलक्ष्मी अवतार गुरु ब्रह्मादि की जय। बोलिए आपन इष्ट देव की जय। बोलिए आपन सद्गुरुदेव की जय। बोलिए पूर्ण ब्रह्म नारायणी आत्मा गुरु स्वरूपिणी इष्ट रूपिणी आनंदमयी मां की जय। जय मां भवानी जय मां शिवानी जय जगधात्री चंडिके। जय मां भवानी जय मां शिवानी जय जगधात्री चंडिके। ईशानी ईशानी जय माहेश्वरी महादुर्गा जय अंबिके। जय मां भवानी जय मां शिवानी जय जगधात्री चंडिके।
मां भवानी जय मां शिवानी जय मां
मां भवानी जय मां शिवानी जय जगधात्री चंडिके। चंडिके। I am ever with each one of you, wherever you happen to be. But your vision is tied down to worldly matters, and you have little time to direct your eyes to this body in all your thoughts and actions. What can I do? मैं क्या करूं? ये शरीर तो हमेशा तुम लोगों के सबसे पास है, लेकिन तुम लोगों की दृष्टि तो हमेशा संसार के यहाँ वहां सब जगह रहता है। इस शरीर के ऊपर देने के लिए तुम लोगों के पास समय ही नहीं है थोड़ा सा। What can I do? But know it for certain that whatever you do in thought and deed, whether you are near or in distant lands, never escapes my attention. Just as at a flash of torchlight, your faces gleam forth in their bold outlines, all your facial expressions appear in my mind when you meditate on me, or talk about me, or sit down to pray for me. हाँ, इसीलिए मैं बार बार भिक्षा मांग रहा हूं आप सबसे। आधा घंटा अगर ज्यादा हो जाए, इसका मतलब क्या है? आधा घंटा और हम लोग माँ के आंखों के सामने ऐसे थे, माँ टॉर्च लाइट्स हम लोगों को देख रही हैं। दुनिया के काम, इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल्स, इंस्टाग्राम रील्स करना, घर में अपने नाती पोतों को डांटना, किताबें लिखना, यही तो करते आ रहे हैं। To take out some time for माँ। So, इसीलिए 15 मिनट। Today I am going to share a beautiful video of this man. He belongs to Ma Sharanam Ashram. He has talked beautifully about the 15 minutes. माँ ने जो 15 मिनट देखने को बोले, उसके बारे में मैं सत्संग ग्रुप में दूंगा. Please all see. And later on, in one of the satsang, I have an original audio recording of Ma herself talking about the importance of 15 minutes. और एक चीज, माँ या रामकृष्ण परमहंस, ये सभी शारदा माँ, they all are the solidified form of all the prakash of jnana, of Ved, Upanishad, everything. बस उनके सामने मेरे हिसाब से आंख खोल के बैठना काफी है. Just sitting in silence and adoring them, having darshan of them. I think that is much more than reading even scriptures. That's my feeling. Simply sitting in their presence. So, agli bar, 26th, if Ma blesses, it would be a blessed occasion of Guru Purnima, will be very near. And if I have the blessings of you all, I would be there in front of you all. And we are going to have some beautiful, blissful time. हम लोग थोड़ा जल्दी शुरू करेंगे 5 बजे और 7 बजे तक we will wrap up. And I'm so eager to see you all together there in person.
It's at 5 o'clock.
This is 5:07. This is.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Ma. Jai
Yeah.
Ma.